Morning all, just approaching 10 to 9 on the 5th of January 2015. Back out to do it all again with Mark on the same venue which we visited 7 days ago, and what a difference a week has made. In the same swim, and this time we got liquid. We're the only two anglers on the venue as yet. No matches this week on the big lake. As I pan around, it's a very misty morning. Air temperature is, I'll have to have a word in Mark about that, but you can see our breath when we talk, so it's quite damp and cold, but just so nice to be able to turn up at the venue and the first thing we do is stick out the rods as opposed to the icebreaker. Happy New Year to you.
Yep, and to you folks. At last, got the rods in the water. So
what a difference a week's made, eh mate?
Certainly. Saying that though, there was ice on the lake yesterday, so it's obviously thawed overnight, and it's going to be a bit tough, I think, even though there's no ice on it.
Yep, definitely mate.
But I'm quietly confident. I think we've gone either side of the island, so hopefully they'll go around the island during the day at some time, and hopefully one of us will pick one or two up, if not both of us, to get ourselves off to a cracking start to the year, hopefully.
Well, nice. We've done the air temperature reading, and what do we get, Mark?
We're on 5.6 at the minute for the air temperature. pH is on 7.34. So we're just going to dip it in the drink now.
What you estimating, mate?
I'm guesstimating it would probably be 5 degrees, but don't hold me to that. Let's have a look. Done a cracking job of these stages though since last year.
Superb.
Makes it much more easy to fish now. The pH has swung straight up to 9.9, about 9, which is around average for a pH in a lake. See, you can clearly see the it's going down on the water temperature though. It's dipped down to 4.7 at the minute, but it does take a couple of minutes to stabilise, because we're only talking points of a degree here. We're looking round the margins at about 4.4, so let's hopefully that'll rise to about 6.
Well, we got 10:30 on the dot, and the old current bun's up. Pretty similar, Mark, to last week. This little trap here, it's beating down on that water, lovely mate.
It's pleasant.
We haven't seen a carp roll yet though, have we?
We haven't, no. They don't tend to show themselves in this lake like the bigger lake of the two though. And it's generally, it is the afternoon before they start moving. I've fished it quite a few times before. I did have a big fish a few years ago, which was the only fish of the day, and that was quite early on in the session. But other than that, they do tend to be more 2 o'clock onwards on this lake. But with that bit of sun now on it, hopefully they'll start moving a bit earlier. You never know.
Well, he's caught one. It's like a roach. Cool. He's got a right mouthful here, Mark.
Yeah, he's trying to take off twice, but it's too heavy for him. Probably a roach about 6 ounce.
Tell you what, that's a good roach, that is.
We thought we'd seen a carp on the top
yeah,
a couple of times, and I think that's what it was.
He just darted straight through into the water. Well, I mean, hell, he heard a big splash. I thought, I got excited thinking it was a carp, and discovered what it was. He's got a right mouthful there. Tell you what, that's 3/4 of a pound, that is.
Probably got injured in the match yesterday.
Well, we've moved, folks. We've been here. How long have we been here, Mark?
5 minutes. Unbelievable.
I'll go down and show you Mark's prize. The other rod's at about 5 or 10 minutes. Literally, within minutes, left-handers rattled off, and he's just lost one on the zig.
Unbelievable.
Hey?
I think I actually caught it with the fish on that rod, and then as it pulled it, I think the zig got taken. So, unbelievable. It's only a small mirror, but back in the net. First fish of the year.
Yep.
After being over there and it looking really bleak.
Well, we had another sausage sandwich and another cup of coffee, and I did have a couple of bleeps, didn't I, Mark?
You probably see him in the water, mate, did you come down? Because it's that clear.
I did have a couple of bleeps, didn't I?
Yeah.
Over there, we did get a bit excited. Oh, a bit slippery here. Right, shoddy camera work, but
Just gone down a bit.
yeah, this water's crystal clear, isn't it?
Jeez, I've never seen this.
We've got a fish.
Absolutely fantastic.
Not the biggest fish in the pond, about what?
2.5, 3 pound.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But who cares, mate?
And we've had an indication on another rod too. It weren't a fluke, maybe.
No.
There could be a few out there. Let's hope.
Fingers
There's
crossed.
definitely a few out there. Whether we can hook any more though.
Yeah. So we've got about what, 2 and a bit hours fishing.
Yeah, probably a couple of hours. So.
Fingers crossed you're going to see a few on the camera.
Yeah.
Good angling, mate.
Brilliant. Well, folks, it's 15 minutes after I've had mine, and now Matt's into one at last. One of the Zion Farm monsters. Unbelievable after spending a day and a half over on the small lake. Fair enough, in conditions more or less impossible last week. But this morning we was quietly confident. But we decided for a move because we hadn't had no liners, no shows or nothing. We've come over here. I've had 2 on at the same time. And then within another 10-15 minutes Matt took one. So, and I've also had another missed chance on the zig as well. Whether it was a liner or not, we're not quite sure. This one looks like a mirror, was it, mate? Is it a common? Is it?
Yeah. Lovely and clear, the water.
Yeah, it is. It's, I say, as clear as I've ever seen it.
Bit of an old bruiser, this one.
Yeah, there he is.
But,
Bit bigger stamp than the one I had, though, mate.
Very welcome on a day like today. I'll tell you what, it went off belt off, didn't it, Mark?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
This one's on a little bag.
Just out in the halfway over in between the island and the bank.
And I crumbed with about 4 or 5 bottom baits and just sprayed them.
Yep.
So.
And there he is, folks.
On the scissors by the looks of it.
Yep.
Beautiful in this clear water. Looking rather lethargic though, isn't it, the way he's plodding?
Well, I've just actually done the temperature on the water and it's still only 5.3 degrees. So it's actually slightly colder than, it's a couple of degrees colder than the other lake. But the fish do tend to feed a bit better in this lake. They seem to congregate in the middle and you can normally pick 2 or 3 up. But they are normally slightly better quality in the smaller lake because it gets less fished. That one looks a nice fish there, Matt. Nice quality. There's some cracking fish in both lakes,
yep.
But this does get fished a lot harder. I think sometimes people can't be bothered to walk over the back lake.
You're having a good old go.
He's for this time of the year. I think he's at it now though, mate. I think he's all yours. Oh well, I'll turn her off then while he's getting this in. Well, there we go, folks. It's turned into a bit of a grueler. From a bit of a grueler, I should say, into, well, it's gone quite productive, should we say, after our little move. So, sometimes, as I say, a move pays off. Take it away then, mate.
This one's a bit frisky, left him in the margin, got the rod back out, and this one's on the right hander this time. My little, well, I shouldn't say, little 16mm crab pop up on the naked shoddy, come up trumps again. Within minutes after replacing that one that you saw me catch on the Snowman. Had a lovely drop back and wound down, tip went over, lethargic fight, and this fella is the biggest of the day, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
12-13 pound top.
Yeah, yeah, lovely condition as well.
He's very welcome, and we've made the effort, we've moved, and it's paid off, mate.
That's it, because while you was pulling that in, my zig shot off as well, so I had one about £8, and incidentally the one Matt caught before was about £7 or £8 as well, so it's, well, turned it round and he made the move.
And incidentally the anglers that were on the lake that arrived about 2 or 3 hours after we arrived this morning, they've just packed up and they came past to see how we were getting on, and they said that they'd had no more fish. I think he'd had a small carp, hadn't he?
Yeah, a couple of pound.
A few roach. He was fishing on the pole with his grandson or his lad, one of the two. So yeah, it's definitely, the move's paid off, and I'm just chuffed a bit. So this is the biggest fish of 2015 for me so far.
It's the biggest fish either of us have had, mate. Well done.
Let's get a nice still then, mate.
Okie dokie.
Well, this could be the last one of the day, and if it is, what a way to end the day. Look at that for a pristine ghostie.
Yeah, I'd say around about the £5 mark, mate. Get him. Absolutely one of the best looking fish I've seen out of here in years, I'd say. Absolutely mint. The colours of it, the winter colours, absolutely phenomenal.
Beautiful, mate.
So, I think we can safely say, mate, the move paid off today. Don't always, but today it has.
Yep, I can, yep, agree with that, mate. Put a big fat tick against it.
Yeah, I think we've had nine fish now between us, so
yep.
In 2 hours.
The light's sadly fading. I wish it was around about midday, but
yeah.
better late than never.
I think we could have had possibly a dozen each today if we started off here, but we did want to give the back lake a go, didn't we, mate?
Definitely.
We kept saying we wanted to have a go, but I think we've had a couple of hard days on there to try it. So, but we give it a bash. It didn't work, but
we've managed to put a few on the old camera and on the bank with a move. So, so that's it then. If that's the last one of the day, as I said before, what a way to end the session.
Happy New Year.